It is the home of Delhi FC, and we are back again for action in the I-League 2023-24. It's Delhi Football Club who take on Neroca FC in match number 40. It is two positions in the league table that separate the two teams, but talking about points, 3 points is the difference between the two. Delhi FC have a match in hand, and they are back at home after two tough away fixtures. One of them was a massive victory and one upset against Shillong Lechong. Neroca, on the other hand, they have been substantially struggling this season, although they have got a win. There's the dressing room of Delhi FC. A few promising players, a few promising signs as well. Experience in plenty in this very side of the Delhi FC. Their head coach Yan Law, he knows a thing about too of the I-League as well. But we'll wait to find out how he's planned this fixture against Neroca. Because Neroca, they too need a win. And they need a win badly. And they have made few alterations, which we'll talk about later on. And there's the team arrival. There's Yan Law leading his boys along with Israel Kurung. We are set for this fixture. And we'll hear out from the man himself, Yan Law, about how he's approaching this game against Neroca.
So today we have an important game against Neroca FC, and to climb the table, to keep our competitive spirit and the high intensity competition alive for us, we have to get the 3 points, and I think we're looking for a fresh start. They're not an easy team to play against, and definitely it's our home game, our home advantage, and we hope to pick up all 3 points, taking all the advantage here with our fans backing us.
Home advantage, home fans, that is what he will back on, along with his experience, quality and tactics. But there's the away side's dressing room, Neroca FC. A few names you can already see, I'm sure, with those shirts there. One of them we'll soon see the lineups and discuss about a few changes as well, as we can see on the team sheets. But all to talk after this. There's the team rivals, Neroca FC, arriving led by Jacob Joseph, their head coach. We'll hear from him as well before the game, his thoughts on this fixture. It will be tough, a big loss coming into this one, but then he knows he has to get something from this.
This game, my player prepare and I do some changes. But my second goalkeeper, I'm putting as a first goalkeeper. Foreign player, one report. That means I'm putting him also as my first 11. I just gamble him. I don't know how good he is, but I gamble him. I put him my first 11. And another player is already quite long with my team. He's from Romania. He's a Bogdan. Also, I put him a first 11. I try first half. I want to see how they play. That means maybe a second half I will be some changes, because I know it's Delhi FC, it's home ground. They already prepare. I know they are very good in attacking, and I hope my players will be do better today, better result, and at least I get 1 point back.
Well, hopes is all he has at the moment from his side, and the change he was mentioning is one of the very well-known faces here. With me in the comm box, Steve Leon, can you talk about that one player as well, and of course your thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, thank you very much. Indeed, he talks about it already. They brought in some changes, especially one player who is known already in the past in I-League, who is also known in Kolkata football a lot. An experienced player, a striker. He was talking about a foreign player, and that means at the moment Koma, who has signed for Neroca. He's very experienced striker. He knows how to score, but we will see first how they line up both teams.
And that's the lineup of Delhi FC, a 4-3-3 with Navin Kumar on goal, Gurteej Singh, Aladdin Asa in the back line with Kit Boklang and Bhupinder Singh, Pape Gaurav Rawat and Joseph Betia in the midfield with Vinil Pujari, Balwant Singh leading the side, and Sergio Barbosa. We'll also have a look at this side. Neroca just warming up, and there's the man you were talking about and the coach was mentioning as well. And Sumana Kroma has scored plenty of goals around the Indian football circuit. And we'll have to wait and find out if it clicks, if the change clicks, because not always it's easy to come into a team and just mix up with the way they have been playing, their style of play, the approach from the coach as well. We'll have a look at the lineups before we talk any further about this side on your screen at the moment. Neroca, they have gone with a 4-4-2 apparently, and with Santosh Singh on goal, Safiul Rahman, Palwinder Singh, David Simbo is back in the 11 with Rakesh Mittai forming the back four. Taru Kembram, Sajal Bak, Tangvarakui and Nongamba Singh in midfield with Bogdan and Kroma up front. Steve, your thoughts on this lineup from Neroca?
Yeah, it's like the coach said, he made some changes. He's going to try out some things, but one thing that worries me a little bit is the moment that the coach starts talking about his starting 11 and says, I will see if it works, I don't know, I'm hoping, I'm trying. He doesn't really sound confident about what he's going to bring, and I think in front of his players and in front of the television, because players also see that, you always need to have confidence into your team. Whatever is going on at the moment, you are in a bad situation, but you as a coach, you're the first one to bring this forward. So we will see indeed it's changed 4-4-2, or maybe Bogdan maybe are playing a little bit behind Kroma. But we've seen regular changes within the Neroca team. Delhi is a little bit more direction they're starting 11 most of the times. So we will see if suddenly they can find a click to make a change inside this competition or not. But both teams need the points. Delhi needs the points to start looking up and try to move up the table. And Neroca needs the points because there is quite some teams behind them who are pushing also to not get onto a relegation position.
Well, indeed, and sometimes the case might be different because Neroca as a whole are lacking that bit of confidence, and maybe Kroma is the one who can induce that bit. But this is the home of Delhi FC. The fans are eager. They have been vocal a lot of times throughout the season. They have played 3 back-to-back home matches to start the season with, starting with a 1-1 draw against Strau and then a 4-3 win against Rajasthan United. A difficult fixture against Mohammedan where they lost, but they are now back at home after 2 away matches, and they will want to be back in winning ways. And this time, the man with number 90 on his back, Joseph Babetia, he is there with this side to strengthen their midfield. Today's match officials, their referee Akash Kumar Mehta, with assistant referees Riju VM and Sanjay ES. The fourth official for the game is Jatinder Singh. Commissioner Francisco Fernandez, the 2 captains, Balwan Singh and David Simbo. David Simbo's induction in the previous games as well as a substitute has just shown how solid he can be in the back line, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a strong person. They will try to win those duels one-on-one. He's shown his qualities as a leader. Right now also he's captain within that game, and it's 2 experienced captains. Let us not forget Parwinder Singh from Delhi is same thing, and I know him closely because in I-League 2 he was the one who scored the opening goals within 2 minutes against us. Very quality player, drops down when necessary, knows how to keep that ball. So 2 very experienced captains here, and let us see who will become the best leader of them.
Well, and this banner right there, it reads the home of the champions, and they are already loud and backing their team. They love the football here. The culture is growing for this very team, and we know the man behind all of it as well. Right now, it's focus on Delhi FC against Neroca at the Namthari Stadium. 7 points from 5 games for Delhi FC so far. Yan Law has to get his tactics spot on. He likes to be that experimental kind of coach who kind of changes things quickly in order to make sure it works in his favor. Delhi FC back at home against struggling Neroca in a do-or-die match underway with match number 40. Delhi in their regular strides from right to left, and Neroca in white from left to right of the screens in the first 45 minutes.
So as we see already immediately, it's 2 lines of 4 and Bogdan next to Kroma up front. A little bit as the coaches has told us on the team sheets, and you see it also immediately happening. Let us see if at the end in midfield they're going to be able to cope with Delhi midfield, because if you're playing 3v2, there's always a problem. And as I know and I've seen already, Bogdan and Koma are not the two players who will drop back. They will be very dangerous around the box, but if you play 3v2 in midfield, don't forget that you will lose quite a lot of balls. So we need to see how they're going to cope against that three-man midfield of Delhi FC.
We're talking about coping up. This man has to cope up with the I-League once again. And there's Chroma in attack. And Neroca comes straight away. That's a chance opening up. Just not judged well. Ball just away from Bogdan. He was waiting the box. So Tangvarakui has got a start as well. And Bogdan as well missed the game. And look at that cross again.
Yeah, it was immediately a first good run from Chroma. He's very dangerous at that part, looking at if he's offside or not, knows when to run. It's very important. And one of the mistakes that the Delhi defenders were doing was immediately stopping with running. You can never stop, you need to follow your striker.
It is a corner, a left-footed delivery. Neroca won that early goal. Naveen gets a touch, and now the header off the line it is. Well, that could have been very, very dangerous. But only for Bhupinder Singh clearing it off the line. Here was him, I believe.
That was a header from Bogdan. Good cross there. Goalkeeper punched it away. Let us see it here again. Punches it away. Sees that opportunity. And a good reflection on the line.
Another corner, meanwhile, to the far post again. A header won. So twice now. First time we have to question that from Navin Kumar. He has the experience, a lot of experience. But you shouldn't, as a keeper, punch it just towards your opponent attacker.
Indeed, there a moment he could have maybe had that ball just in his hands. But there are moments that you knock the ball away. Of course, it all needs to be on the right position. And he right now did it where he could have led to a 1-0. Very quick 1-0. That would have been within 2 minutes. A little bit of phase where no one really expects it from Neroca, who's been struggling. But that's where you see again, a ball like that maybe goes in, it changes the whole game. And now we will have to see how they will react on the next first phases of Delhi, which is happening right now already.
And here comes Delhi now with Joseph Babetia. Let's see the pass. Barbosa has the danger. He releases the overlapping one, and now the header, a free one. Two of those players, both for Delhi, but none of them connecting. Gaurav Rawat was one of them.
And if it's going to keep going like this for the full 90 minutes, we're up for a big show. 1 minute playing on the Delhi side, 1 minute on the Neroca side, and we've had the full 3.5 minutes going on. I want to see a game like this for 90 minutes.
Well, it is difficult to carry on with that intensity, but these teams will try, especially because what's the situation, as we say, Delhi. They want a win to go up the table. They love to be the title challengers. They have plenty of titles in their bag. I'll mention them in a while, but as I was saying, and Neroca, it's a do or die for them. They have to win this one, otherwise they'll be in that same relegation battle with Trau and Rajasthan United, just at the bottom of the table.
And at the moment you see the difference in styles of play. Delhi's playing out from the back, letting that ball go from left to right, where there is a medium block for Neroca waiting with Bogdan and Koma to do these runs. But right now it's Delhi again.
From the right this time. Has options. Gaurav Rawat delivers in the box. Ball once saying almost. That's a good defensive block. Well, has it been given as a goal kick?
So you said we can't do this for 90 minutes, but we're 1 minute further, another opportunity. I'm enjoying this game, and this was clear his own. There was no corner at all, but it was another opportunity, another chance. I think that we're up for a game here where we are going to be alive for 90 minutes. No moments of breathing.
Well, let's hope so. Let's fasten our seatbelts for this very game then. Sometimes some things out of syllabus to become interesting. And Nongamba pressing Gurtej out there, but he has got the experience. Quick from Gaurav Rawat, but then eventually comes to nothing. Throw in for Neroca. That's a different looking Neroca side as well. They come out very, very positive. They started the game against a few matches ago against Real Kashmir on a positive note as well, but then gradually when the game grew, it was Real Kashmir were taken away from them. They have to be aware of that thing and make sure they do not repeat mistakes. Here's Sergio Barbosa. Gets it back, Babetia. Brilliant control, back with him. This is why he's so loved in the I-League, especially even for the neutrals. And now Bogdan. Can Neroca create something from here? Shajal, Chroma combining with Tangvarakui. It takes moments to move from defense to attack for both these teams, and this time the cross is blocked. It comes off Nongamba, but it eventually cleared off.
A good moment here from Bogdan trying to find a solution with Pepe pushing him around the pitch. At the end they found a solution on the left side and they receive another corner, which is the third one within 6 minutes.
Third corner for Neroca within 6 minutes of the game. How interesting is that? Nongamba with his right. This time it's a defensive error, but the second ball almost fell kindly for Taruk Hembram. And now a run forward. It is Finil Pujari, another of those inductions. He's played in the I-League as well, and now it's a bit risky for Santosh cleared off.
Yeah, it's a moment where we are trying to see if there's going to be any changes within the tactical, within the running lines. But at the moment, as I said, Delhi is trying to go a little bit more ball left to right, finding these passes, finding these triangles like they had a minute ago on the left side. And there is a more direct approach of Neroca with Chroma on the ball again here.
Just lost out on possession. Didn't appeal as such, hence that makes it a bit clear that it wasn't a foul. Tangvarakui now Neroca are having a bit of possession here. And stolen. And Jose Babetia. Here he comes again. Kid Bok on the overlap. Babetia again with Kid Bok. They like to play with inverted wingers at times and fullbacks as well. Another attack. Wasted. The little passes are not coming off well for Delhi.
No, it's at certain moments, but there's quite good press from Neroca also. Even in the previous games, Neroca was not really bad, but they lack a moment of being able to do it for 90 minutes. And we're only in minute 8 right now, and we need to see if indeed, like we also said, we know it's not going to be possible to play 90 minutes like this, but how long can they do it, and how long can they keep putting that pressure in that medium block that we see? Because it's not a high pressure that they're playing, but around this area there's always 2-3 players trying to press Delhi's momentum, but can they keep doing it? That's the main question. And second part, will Delhi improve their passing within the triangles to get direction that box like they did in the 3rd minute of the game with that cross that should have been a goal?
Well, and not just that, can they from those moments find goals from these attacks and intense pieces of plays? Always good to have that crowd backing, which Delhi FC is having here. Another ball played long. Another great touch. Midfield tussle. A decision in favour of Delhi FC. David Simbo was there to stop.
Yeah, and most of these supporters are the players from their academy, which you see huge group of youth players that they have. And it's amazing to see that they bring them over, because Delhi is not playing at home. Delhi is playing in Punjab. That they bring them over to come there to support for the team. And like we said before, that little push makes always a difference. And you see well enough, the stands are quite full. It's fun for the Delhi players. And of course, for these young players to see your senior players doing so well always gives an advantage also when you go back to the academy.
Rightly said. And now Delhi FC again from the right. They have options inside the box. Barbosa is free. Touch to take it down. Tough for a moment. He might go for goal and now finds a cross. Still in the midfield, just controlling it. Patient build up. Barbosa from the left. He has stayed on side. Is very tricky a customer to deal with. The cross is dealt with by the defense. Shajalbag will do the rest.
That was a fantastic step over with the right foot to put the defender away, and then a good cross direction the third zone, but just not good enough, or he didn't find anyone of his strikers there, because that was another opportunity in that third zone again.
Well, indeed, but they continue attacking and they're growing into the game. Delhi FC. Vinil, he's been playing for Churchill Brothers previously as well in the I League. Here is Vinil again. Well, that's a promising run, but stopped by Rakesh Mitei.
Yeah, there's indeed quite a lot of experience of players in I-League, some players who played in ISL before, and that's something that you see within this game, the experience that they put, where to put that ball, how to control the game. And I think we're going to see a long throw in here, because already they are pushing around the goalkeeper to make him uncomfortable, and that could be another opportunity.
Balwant with the throw, headed out by David Simbo. Neroca need to clear the lines because Balwant has a chance to deliver again. Still kept in, and now towards the far post. But Balwant will shoot, and he'll shoot wide. That angle has been appealing since a good while, be it in international football, be it in the I-League. We've seen Puram score from such an angle a few matches ago.
And already David Simbo and Kroma pushing and talking to the referee. They need to be very careful with this. In I-League, they will get the moments where they're going to get yellow cards for this and maybe get suspended. So at the end, these are moments you need to keep your cool. You need to step away and keep going in what you are doing, because it's still a long way. And as we've seen, step by step, Delhi is taking the match in their hands and Neroca is moving further and further backwards. But we also know with Bogdan and Kroma on the counter-attack, he can be dangerous.
Well, they can be dangerous, but in the last 3-4 minutes, it has been all Delhi FC suddenly. And Neroca have just gone back into the shell for the time being, at least. Maybe strategy, or maybe just the way Delhi FC are playing. Turns Pape. Oh, Betia, so expert in what he does. And now Balwant. He has support from Kid Bok. Opts for it now. Kid Bok, who say Papetia, almost like a magician at times. The way he controls things in midfield. Pepe has seen a run. Might be offside. Indeed, it is.
Yeah, it's a fantastic play to see at the moment from Delhi. A lot of triangles, ball movement, players knowing where to run, where is the open space. As we see here, also that ball through. It was just in offside, correct decision there. But Delhi at the moment having the upper hand on Neroca, and Neroca just waiting to try to get there with a direct pass, waiting on Kroma or Bogdan to be able to run in between these lines. But at the moment it's all Delhi.
Well, indeed. And just a reminder for the viewers who have tuned in, they are the first professional club from Delhi to play in the I-League by merit, rather. They are the champions of the second division I-League last season, and that is how they made their way into this season's I-League. You have been playing against them in the second division. Steve, can you give us a few moments or something some insights rather about this side?
Yeah, Delhi FC was a very experienced team. We played them at Kalyani in the final round. We were losing 3-0 at halftime with a goal in the first minute of someone who is playing right now still in the team also, which I said already. But then second half we adjusted a little bit in our tactics, took over the game and brought in two of our players, Jitan Murmu and Basudev Mandi, to take more control over the game. We came back to 3-2, And then there was some controversy on penalties, but let us first see what Neroca is bringing here with Taruk.
Taruk, he delivers across. Tangva Ragui with the header, it is a goal! And out of nowhere, with 77% possession for Delhi, it's Neroca and Tangva who have taken the lead against the run of play away from home. It's 1-0 Neroca.
And I was just going to say that Taruk was in that game, so he knows them. He was playing on a different position than now. But wonderful cross and an even better header. I actually thought that the goalkeeper, it was not such a difficult header, that the goalkeeper should have done better there. But let us see again here. I think he's a little bit slow on his feet there, because the header is not too bad, but it's not really a hard, tough header. But it bounces on the floor. It's always a bit more difficult for the goalkeeper there. But 1-0 on the counter-attack, like we said. That's the game that Neroca is going to play. And right now, Delhi, even with the upper hand, is 1-0 behind.
Well, the plan has worked. It is the 6th goal of the season for Neroca just. And the 10th one which Delhi have conceded. We're talking about that header. Of course, Navin Kumar should have done better, especially again mentioning his experience which he has got. But then what Tangva did right was that little bounce in front of the keeper, and as well as finding the direction just away, just at that corner.
And it's a second game here when I'm talking and when I'm commenting. And first game Taruk scored, second game he gave an assist. I still see him regularly, and he always told me, coach, tell me in advance when you comment, because then I know that I'm going to do something special. So let us hope here indeed that he can keep working on like that. But we still have to see what Delhi can bring inside the box. They've had some options already, but Neroca is dangerous on these counter-attacks, like I said.
Well, and right now, it's no more counters. They're having the possession here in the attacking third. Taruk Hembram plays it to the right. Now back with Taruk. Again, a left-footed cross in towards that far side. And they have to be aware, the Delhi FC defense. It's Vinil back helping. Again with Neroca. Vinil. They need to calm down. Bogdan has won it back. And Neroca will have the confidence with that goal. And Delhi FC do not have a clean sheet so far, and that stat continues. Same goes for Neroca, but till now, in the first 18 minutes, it's 1-0. They have to maintain that. And now a free kick in an advantageous position.
Yeah, this can be a dangerous position, but I think we've seen already with corners and with free kicks how dangerous Neroca can be. Some quality for corners that they've brought. But let us see, it's a little bit of a different position than a corner. Let us see what they're going to do. Is it a direct shot or is it bringing for the header? Because we also know that Delhi has quite some tall players, but it's the captain who's getting behind the ball. So I think it's going to be a direct shot.
But they haven't done too well enough with that height in the box, Delhi, defensively. 2 or 3 chances early on. Even the goal comes from a header and not from one of the tallest, Tangva Rakui. And David Simbo, he might deliver for Rakesh and Chroma as well. And the way they have lined up for that, it might be both options open. And the captain's armband is there for a reason with David Simbo. He goes for goal. This time the positioning was all right from Navin Kumar.
Yeah, it's like I said, you saw him looking. I knew he was going to shoot at goal, and that's what the goalkeeper also saw. You need to look at the eyes. Where are they talking? It speaks so much to you without even looking at the body first. But that was a moment that we knew he was going to shoot. And right now, Jan Law is not too happy with what his squad is bringing. They're giving too many opportunities away to Neroca. And again, Neroca right now having that ball.
Back with David Simbo, and this time it was a wasted ball. We're talking about an instinct maybe, or just a gut feeling, I would say. I've always seen the teams who have done decently or at least good the previous season, if they stick with at least half of their initial players who were there in the squad, the performance just improves. But right now, Delhi FC with Balwant and Baitia combining, and Barbosa was stopped there. And some good defending again from Neroca, and they can create their chance on the counter as they like to.
So indeed was a good ball here, good deflection, a little bit too far, but ball is back for Delhi here. And we see little moment by moment again that Delhi is moving up, trying to have control over their ball, but there's something that happened because one of the Neroca players is on the floor at the moment.
Well, it is David Simbo, and the players I was talking about being in the squad, that is David Simbo, Rakesh Mitay, Nongamba, Tangvarakui, all of them are finally, not too many, but they're back together in the starting 11. And that left-hand side, the central midfield and the left-hand side, they have the combination going on amongst themselves, and that somewhat helps, if not too much. Do correct me if I'm wrong on that.
No, absolutely. Completely agree in what you were saying, but I was checking a little bit what was happening between Balwant Singh and David Simbo, because Balwant Singh was still saying something to him where the referee had to push him away. So I'm thinking it was not too much a good thing he was bringing forward. So already the frustrations are coming up a little bit, and I think the maybe time wasting of Neroca will start.
Well, maybe, but too early to do that. Just around the halfway mark of the first half. Chroma hasn't got too much in front of goal. Of course, he's got some of the ball, some of the possession. Another decision goes in favor of Neroca.
Let's see here exactly what happened. I think it was a little bit of push when he was in the air, but he was very light. But you already start seeing the frustrations boiling up. And in the meantime, Neroca, as I said, is not in a hurry to start playing.
Yeah, indeed. And I think it was Balwant as well off the ball, just going and challenging the centre-back. And they're winning those one-on-one battles here, Neroca, at the moment. Twice now on that far side. They won a throw-in. And there's Rakesh Mitay with the throw. And just rewinding a bit to that topic I was mentioning about the combination. I'm not sure if anyone from Punjab FC in the ISL is watching the match. I'm no expert, but maybe they can try that combination as well if they want to get some wins. They are somewhat struggling.
Yeah, at the end, but it all depends who you're playing against, what is happening inside the games. You're always trying to find certain combinations that can help your team moving up the pitch, and it all depends on what tempo you want to be playing in what time of the game. And as I say, it's great to have certain combinations, but there are moments you need to play more direct. There are moments you need to let the ball go around left to right. There are moments you need to kill the game. There's so much going on within these 90 minutes that everything depends on details. And as you say, maybe for teams like Ranglas right now, who's struggling a little bit, yeah, they will have to find what is their best script that they can do to get extra 3 points. And that's the same for Neroca here right now, who's trying to do everything to get those 3 points. And as it stands right now, Neroca would be going over Delhi.
Well, that's interesting, and that is why they know the importance of this very match. And now Vinil delivers a cross after a while. After a good while, a Delhi attacker comes in. There are phases in this game now. Sometimes it's Delhi FC, sometimes it's Neroca. And now Bogdan, he seems to be onside. The keeper is out. Gets a touch, a needed touch.
And then you see at the end, we talk, well, wonderful interception there. We talk about league tables and Delhi wanting to play for the title, and Neroca playing against relegation. And if they win this match, Neroca goes over Delhi. That's how close the league table still is, and how big the differences can be within one match. Because of course, if Delhi wins this game, yeah, they start moving up direction the top 5. But for Neroca, this would be a big move if they can come and win here 1-0.
True, oh, very true. And the point for Delhi is they've got that intent and that hunger to be the champions as well. They won the Delhi State Futsal League in 2021-22 and then went on to win the National Futsal Championship in 2021-22 season, the inaugural edition of the National Futsal Championship, but back in football as well, winning the Delhi Senior Division in 2021-22, back-to-back trophies there. The I-League second division as well, and they went to play in Leh and Ladakh for the Climate Cup this season itself for preparations where they won in those challenging conditions as well. So they have got that intent moving forward, and that looks bad. That might be a card. Which color is it? It is yellow. That's a free kick in a very dangerous position, but we have to look at that again.
And you see the pressure that the Delhi players, especially the captain, has been putting since they conceded the first goal. Balwant Singh has been shouting at the ref, has been putting pressure, has been moving forward. But you also see that it was not too bad because not even the physio needs to come on the pitch. So the tackle we will see in the replay what exactly happened. He doesn't touch the ball. It's a correct cut, absolutely. But I think it was a little bit, the reaction was over the limit.
It was indeed. We can all see that, and he knew what he was doing. The player went down, just exactly knew. But the chance right now in the Namdhari Stadium, home of Delhi FC, is we want goals. That's what the fans are saying. And Jose Bubetia has the quality to deliver. The team needs it. They're down by 1. Comebacks is something they know about Delhi FC. And here's Petia waiting for the signals. The lineup is interesting. It is always dangerous from this angle when you chip in a ball. Difficult for the defense. Here comes Delhi, a different idea. Totally missed by Alalden. The centre-back rising to score almost again.
Perfect pass, but a complete miss. And we'll see that here again. If he touches that ball, it's always dangerous. We don't know if it goes in, but it was the perfect pass that he received.
Well, this move may remind some people of some goals, but for me personally, it reminds me of 2 goals from 2 angles, one from the right, one from the left, outside the box for the Indian national team, scored by Sunil Chetri. One in the Intercontinental against Chinese Taipei, and one in the World Cup qualifiers against Oman in the previous edition. Delhi FC in attack right now. Sergio Barbosa Jr. His combination with Petia, it looks almost like second nature to them. Do not need much of talking. They just know where to find one another.
No, and we've seen these combinations. They keep trying to play that ball around, find that experience where to put the ball exactly. But we've not seen too many real opportunities anymore since the beginning of the game. And here is Neroca again with a ball from Taruk on Kroma. And this is the direct play that I've been talking about from Neroca, which they will keep doing with Bogdan and Kroma up front, with Taruk on one side who can pass these balls in between. And I know for a fact that Kroma and Taruk know each other very well. Maybe not on an 11-a-side pitch, but they know how to play to each other. And here again, a good interception from the captain of Neroca.
Almost, what a ball that on both ends of the pitch. Play on allowed, Kit Bok past all the 3 defenders, just looking for that one from Gaurav Rawat. And that's good defending from David Simbo. And the same was attempted by Tarak on the other hand. He tried to feed it through to Kroma. So both sides lighting up again. And end to end, as we saw at the start, Young Law, he can feel the intensity of this match, but his tactics have time to fall in place still. And with these set pieces, they would have to convert. And there's Petia again with the delivery, as he always comes on point, where the header is off target from Gurtej, I believe, who got the final touch. First corner for Delhi.
Let us look here. Goalkeeper again was not really sure of what he was doing. It's inside the 6-yard box. You come off your line, you need to have the ball, but look at this ball possession still. 74-26. And that's what we've been saying. Delhi is playing good football, absolutely. But they are losing 1-0. And at the end of the match, there will be only one result that will be important. That's getting the 3 points home, wherever team does it. But Santosh didn't really look 100% comfortable in that 6-yard box.
Maybe that is one thing, maybe Jan Law will look at in the break when his team goes in back to the dugout, and that is trying to test the keeper. And Jose Papetia with another good turn. He controls it so well always. And now Barbosa. He is having some similar qualities, and Balwant was wrong-footed there. They still have a chance from distance, and that attempt was wide off target. Another good move from Delhi.
Another open opportunity in my eyes, because if he touches that ball, let us see here again, completely free. It was just in front of him. It was just in front of him. Whatever he would have done, it would have been very difficult to touch that ball. Maybe a slight tackle would have been an opportunity. But the ball came at the right spot. Goalkeeper will not come out of there. But again, a missed opportunity for Delhi.
Was just not in his stepping that ball. Just the wrong step at the wrong moment. Sometimes it's those little things, of course not intentional, but just didn't come in favor of him this chance. But they're creating the chances, Delhi FC. And what I was saying about the halftime talks is Jan Law might be thinking of testing the keeper from distance, which they haven't done too much. There was one shot just a moment ago, but it was off target, and they need to test the keeper.
At the moment, the play of game of Delhi is not shooting from far, as we've seen. It's finding these triangles. It's looking around to find position and to find open spaces, which they are doing wonderful again now. You see that ball going around, but then at the right time, the wrong pass is given. And that one is the most important. You can pass 400 passes in a game, but if you can't convert your chances, which at this point is happening for Delhi, there is no point in having that many opportunities. But there's a next one here already again.
And now Barbosa for another time. Oh, that's not great defending. Finally cleared out. Few appeals and shouts going on. But nothing given, of course. More from the fans, really. They're very, very interested in anything happening on the pitch. Be it tackles, be it throw-ins one. Another chance here for Barbosa. Here's Patia. And now Palwant, only one to aim at. And good defending from Saiful Rahman. He's still under some pressure. And he gives away a corner. There was another man arriving, Gaurav Rawat.
Here and again, like I say, it's that last little touch which is always just not good enough. But it's that last little touch that will make a difference. And I have a feeling if Delhi scores a goal here, that they're going to blow away Neroca, because that's what's been happening the last 7-8 minutes again. They are pushing for that equalizer. And let us see with a good course here. And an open header again, even if it was not the most easy ones. But again, he was completely free. They need to do better within that box.
Similar attempt, similar output. But one thing which is common in all those attempts is Jose Betia's delivery again on spot. And it was good Teja. He probably wanted to find and found as well. And his header was off target. But Jacob Joseph, and not really often see him standing on that touchline. But today he is. He knows his team is on the lead. And but right now he's not happy with what he's seeing. A lot of defending. And you cannot sustain such pressure for entire 90 minutes. You have to try and find attacks, because it's not like they're parking the bus, but Delhi are just being the better team at the moment.
Yeah, Delhi indeed is playing on a higher level, but as you just said, it's Neroca who is winning the game at the moment. It's Neroca who would be going home with 3 points. It's still a long match to go, but they will create some opportunities with Koma and Bogdan. As we know, the spaces that they will get, and again here Neroca is on the counter-attack. But they blew the pass because Kroma did a good run in between. That ball should have come earlier, and that was a missed opportunity.
Well, and Kroma, just for a moment, he got the ball after long. And that is where he's dangerous. He can pass, he can just create that bit of space. And of course, no question marks about his shooting ability. And again, the triangles you were talking about. Delhi FC move forward with Kidbok. A free runner as well, and Kidbach will shoot. David Simbo with the clearance. Rakesh needs to clear it, but he wouldn't get there first. 2 shots now from Kidbach.
And for me, this style of play is what I like the most as a coach. It's finding these triangles, it's finding these spaces, it's creating good football. But at the end, it's getting the points together. And for Delhi right now, if they would lose this game, they're in a situation that they didn't expect. And there's another long ball coming with an opportunity. I don't think it touched anyone. So if it would have gone in, let us see here. I don't think it touched anyone except the hand of the goalkeeper at the end. If the ball goes directly in from the throw-in, it is a goal that doesn't count.
Well, that's interesting, but it has been given as a goal kick as well, because the referee thinks it came off the post. And can you elaborate the fans a little bit about that when it goes in directly from a throw-in? Very rarely do we see that happen.
Yeah, it's at the end one of the FIFA rules that when you do a direct throw-in, you cannot score without anyone touching. It is the same with a goal kick. If you have a goal kick and your goalkeeper kicks it from one side to the other side and no one touches it, it doesn't count. You need to have a hand touch of the goalkeeper, or you need to have a foot touch of a player, or body touch, whatever. It cannot come from the outside of the game immediately inside, except for a corner.
And of course, when the keeper has the ball in hand and kicking it long, that is what we have seen.
Yes, that's a different story indeed.
Exactly.
But goal kick from the floor, not allowed.
Yeah, just a bit of confusion cleared out for the fans as well, I'm sure. And that is some interesting information which we all get to know from you, Steve. And Neroca finally will be relieved from that pressure which was building. And there's Shajal after long. Shajal Bak, we've talked about him, the lad hailing from Korea, West Bengal. He's got the quality, that is why he's in. But needs to deliver. Tangva, who wins it back, generally has that defensive ability. But today, went in that, scored a goal as well. Another decision in favor of Neroca. And a bit of frustration on the gallery there. And that builds pressure on the referees as well. And that is why it's so important. Tangva. And it has been given against him.
Yeah, I think that was a worst foul. He misses the ball. But right now it's up to the referee to keep the match in hand. He's doing that well at the moment, but as you said, the pressure from the stands is coming, and with a lot of supporters there, it will play in your mind somewhere.
Well, indeed, and Delhi FC with half-time approaching. They are still attacking, they're creating a number of chances, but then the goal which is needed is missing. And now Tarek Hembram has the pace, has got the ability to find players as well. Tarek just wasn't in a great position to find something positive.
He should have done better there. He let the ball take away a little bit too easy. Bogdan played it back into his feet. Maybe put his body in front, that he could have been pushed on the floor. But he stayed up, let him take the ball away. And this is an opportunity for Delhi again to move up direction that 16-yard box. And a very bad defending moment there from the captain of Neroca. There is no pressure onto him and kicks it into corner.
And he was trying to avoid the corner, but he gives away a corner. That happens at times, but then not something you want to do at this stage with the attacking prowess. Delhi FC have a different idea from the set piece. But again, poor touch to take it away. It was probably Bhupinder Singh with that heavy touch. He has got a crucial contribution in today's game. Just to remind you, it could have been 2-0 in favor of Neroca if not for that goal line clearance from this man.
We're going to see here, he comes very late. Very, very late. There is lucky that there is no yellow card, and I don't know what the referee is going to do. Is he going to give it as a throw-in for Delhi? Because that would be a full surprise for me, but apparently that's what's happening.
Oh, that seemed to be a foul in the card as well. And I thought it was given as a free kick at least. It is a throw-in for Delhi FC. Balwant. He's troubling the defenses with a long throw again. Good Tej. Did it come off a defender? It did, and the keeper is down meanwhile. We'll have a look at that again.
Get a very long throw in, try to get a deflection there. Don't know what exactly happens with the goalkeeper, but he goes through his ankle. I think someone stepped on his foot, maybe a possibility. But we have another corner here and another opportunity for the high press that Delhi is doing. Is the fourth corner for Delhi compared to 3 corners for Neroca, which they had in the first 3 minutes, if I remember well. So it's Delhi who has taken over in this opportunity also, but this will be a dangerous moment here.
Played back to Petia from the corner. They will have another one. And just a moment ago, we saw the masterminds on the bench, Mr. Ranjit Bajaj and Israel Gurung, both of them so passionate about the game and this team. We'll talk about this after the replay.
Yeah, let us first see here what is going to happen further. It was a good defending action there. But Neroca is trying to find that direct play forward, but again they lost the ball very, very quickly, and they give it back to Delhi for another opportunity, but a bad cross, and there was 2 players completely free in the far zone. If that ball would have come in the right area, Delhi would have had a big opportunity in scoring. But as you were saying, indeed, the big man of Delhi and Minerva, Mr. Ranjit Bajaj, I had luck to have open talks with him and opportunities to sit down with him. He's very passionate about what he does for Indian football. Maybe we don't always agree on philosophies and visions, but I think that needs to be... It's a normal part of the game at the end. Everyone thinks a little bit different how football needs to be played. But if I see now how Delhi is playing at this moment, I don't want to say, but maybe they came into teaching in what I've been doing with our teams also, because what I'm seeing is quality football, a lot of triangles, the way I like football being played. So maybe visions change sometimes, and that's the same for me, but he's a person with a lot of passion for Indian football, absolutely.
And that is one thing for sure. It is a free kick for Delhi FC. Meanwhile, blocked quickly. Kit Bok will play it to the right. Talking about his passion and contributions. Palwanta with the header. They first need the goal though. Vinil, well, it was Gaurav Rawat, and now a chance opening up again. A good clearance. And Delhi FC's attacks are being numbed by that defensive commitment from Neroca. There's the chance again.
Quality pass from Mala Eldin, but the defensive movements that Neroca is doing is incredible in this first half. They've been throwing their body, they've been throwing everything in front of the ball for Delhi not to be able to score. But Delhi keeps creating chances.
Well, indeed, but these chances need to count. How many more chances do you need to get one goal back? But credits to the Neroca commitment as well. They're very committed today and determined to not let anything through, even though Delhi have missed a couple of opportunities. Here come Delhi again. Petia. And here's Al-Aldin. Kit Bok now. Barbosa would have probably been a better option. But Pepe, Gaurav combining well. Good passing, good movement. And now Petia under pressure. That has been given as play on, or maybe no foul given, but Delhi continue passing it around again. Petia, good turn, falls to Balwant, controls it, and he might shoot. Is the difficult option there.
And again a flying tackle from the defenders of Neroca, what they've been doing the whole match. But as we see here, 9 shots for Delhi and 4 shots for Neroca. Delhi has been putting up that pressure with quality play in between the lines. And for me, it's especially the Spaniard who is finding these spaces. Joseba, he knows where to run, he knows where to be in between the lines. But we see another counter-attack of Neroca here, and it's becoming 3v3 with 4 minutes extra time. Bogdan on the ball.
That's It's a horrible cross from a player of his quality. And it was opening up. It was two players in the box. Chroma was there. Oh, that's poor. Maybe stuck in two minds.
I would have been so angry. That ball should have been perfect on Taruk, and now you see Delhi immediately just in front of the before the finish of the first half. Delhi again having that opportunity, but if that cross would have been good on Chroma or Taruk, it could have been 2-0 at the moment. And now Delhi keeps pressing.
It is Palwant with the attempt. Now Pape, solid from Tangvarakui, and just make sure it doesn't let him turn again. Pape likes to turn. We've seen him a couple of times just taking the ball and making a 360 turn. And Nonkamba has won it. Beautiful skill. Can he get onto that again? Just pushed it a bit far from his reach.
Yeah, at the moment Tangva is everywhere, literally everywhere. He's running in between these spaces, doing the defensive work, scoring the goal in the meantime. Quality match he's playing, even with all the press that is on him from the Delhi players. Really playing at a high level, and this is the experience of Chroma, trying to win some seconds, knowing when to go on the floor, as we will see here, because it was not really a hard push at all, but he knows what he needs to do.
Well, that's the experience he brings in, and with 4 minutes additional time, 1.5 of it played already, and this will just kill the momentum and now just give a chance for Neroca to move forward. They're not afraid today. And Taruk, that's a good touch to bring it down. He still controls it. Now inside the box, Taruk finds a pass, and Tangva, just when we were praising him, that could have been a brace for him.
And again, wonderful dribble here from Taruk, coming to the inside, finding Tangva. They are finding each other very well here. Good ball, but he popped the ball up instead of keeping it on the floor. They are finding that duo each other quite often, but at the moment it is still 1-0.
Just that little bounce maybe in front of his foot, but he should have done better, of course, with that chance. And a few step overs from Finil. He wants more support. There's Petia, the best of supports you can get. And again, commitment from Shajal Bagh. Can they get back before half-time? Delhi. Alaaldin. Again, good defending. And Bogdan just going the other way, the ball going the other way. Possession lost.
And I'm happy after 7 matches of Neroca right now, the 7th match that they are playing, that I finally see Taruk doing the attacking dribbles, because he's been a little bit, I think, shy in the way he's been playing, and today you suddenly see him doing 3-4 attacking dribbles, which is his strength at the end. He gave a great assist over there. And it's for young players like that in a league like this. They need to dare to make mistakes, and sometimes it's too much of a pressure of, you're not able to do this, you can't do this, you need to focus only on the pass. But in the meantime, a great cross here from David Simbo, and with a small opportunity for Delhi.
There you see that again. That ball coming in, Palwant mostly the favourite to win those headers, but again, well done by Palwinder, just to put enough pressure not to let Palwant get a free header. But that defence line, look at them while defending, even the defensive block with Shajal and Tangva, just doing everything possible. And maybe Chroma's induction has given them a bit of freedom to do that as well, because they know when the ball goes up front, Bogdan can combine with Chroma and create something with Nongamba as well, and Taruk having the freedom. So overall, this is working at the moment, but a chance for Delhi. David Simbo didn't see that one coming, eventually gets a touch, but it's good football all around here at the Namtari Stadium. And that is the last bit of action in first half. Neroca go in the break with a 1-0 lead, Steve.
Yeah, we've seen a very entertaining first half. Start of the game was explosive on both sides. Tempo dropped down a little bit after 10 minutes, but then they picked it up after the goal, and then we saw a lot of press and shots at goal from Delhi, but Neroca defenders throwing their body in front not to concede.
Well, indeed, and a good show, a very good show. Do not take anything away from that performance from Delhi, but they need to be more clinical. 77% possession, 10 shots, only 1 on target. That is disappointing from Delhi's perspective. And Neroca, with that 23, what they've done is very impressive. 6 shots, half of which is on target, 3. And they've won 3 corners. Delhi FC lately with 5 corners as well.
Yeah, it's been a very good game from Neroca, finish at the right time. But as we see here, the shots from Delhi are mostly inside the box with 3 for Balwan, 2 for Sorop, 2 for Guttage, 2 for Karim and 1 for Bupi.
But with so many shots inside the box, only 1 on target, that is the concerning point for Yan Law. I'm sure he'll work on that and have a talk at the break right now. 6 shots from Neroca as well. David Simbo with 2 chances, one of them from the free kick, of course. Tangva could have had 2 goals, one with the header, another shot just cuffed. Balwinder with an attempt, and Bogdan with that first initial header, which could have opened scoring, but for the goal line clearance from the defender. 3 fouls, Barbosa with 2, Bhupinder with 1, not too many. A pretty clean game somewhat, can be said, not too many stoppages. 4 fouls from Neroca as well. Balwinder, Bogdan, Rahman, the right full back, and Simbo. All of them just having the name in that list.
And we're going to see the highlights here in a second, where we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot of action on both sides. Very entertaining match, as I said. So let us first see. It all started here with a good corner. A little bit of a miss push away and a good header, but we didn't see the clearers on the line. And then we saw a lot of opportunities for Delhi.
And that one should have been a goal, and then again Balwan just losing his footing twice there. The first one should have been a chance, and then the second one. So many opportunities, and that might lead to a bit of frustration. Hard done, Delhi FC, if this remains the score. And this moment from Tangva and Taro Kembram.
I still think here that the goalkeeper should have done a bit better on that action over there. But quality header and a very good cross direction Tangva from Taruk, who's tried it a little bit later again. But there Delhi was ready to keep that ball away.
And there's another moment totally missed by Lyle, then clever idea, and Jose Babetia, he continued impressing time and again with those deliveries. Good Tej with the headers, Lyle then with that chance, and then again a moment for Balwan, just a centimetre away from him getting the touch, the crucial one needed for Delhi. Opportunities, most of these highlight clips are for Delhi FC, of course.
And this one was the moment where there was a little bit of a discussion on did he touch the ball or not, with a throw-in very far, which we've seen several of them, and which are very dangerous at that point. And this was another life-saving effort, and the wrong choice for Bogdan in this last one.
Tarok again came alive. He has been impressive today, Taro Kembram. And that could have been another one for Neroca. Tangva was again there. He's making those runs, but more to come up in second half. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned. At halftime, it's Delhi FC 0 and Neroca FC 1. Welcome back for the second half here at the Namdhari Stadium. It's Delhi FC against Neroca, and to much surprise of the home fans, Neroca have come up with the lead. It's a 1-0, it's still a narrow lead. Delhi FC had majority of possession with over 70%, 77% to be precise. And with that little amount of possession for Neroca, they've done enough, found 6 shots, half of them on target. Could have found a couple of more goals, so one a goal line clearance and one was just missed by Tangwa, who scored the first, and a few changes coming in as well for both Neroca and Delhi FC. We'll confirm it to you in a moment. One of those changes is Pali Gagandeep, and along with him, it seems like Hudson Dias has come on, the Brazilian. And underway with 45 more minutes of intense action. Can they continue with the similar attacking gameplay? Delhi FC is what we'll wait to find out. Or will Neroca just find another victory out of nowhere here? Well, out of nowhere, because they have not been controlling the game. It's Delhi FC who are having total control, but on breaks, on moments, and in phases, it's Neroca who have done the damage. With me on the comm box, Steve Leon. Welcome again, Steve.
Yes, thank you very much. Looking forward to have an exciting second half. They did some changes, both of the teams, and we see that here immediately with Tangva taking over the position of Bogdan and with Hudson Diaz taking over the position of Alaidin.
That's interesting. So Aniket has come on. Aniket Pachal, he plays as a midfielder generally, and that is what he'll be doing, and he'll slot in that midfield with Shajal Bagher like he did in the last few games as well. And up front it'll be Chroma, and just behind Tangva Ragoi, a new role for him again. And Delhi FC's changes, Hudson Dias and Pali Gagandeep have come on. One of the players going off was Gaurav Rawat. A defender taken off, Steve. How strategical, or what is the plan according to you for Delhi FC?
Well, I think that at the end, maybe a little bit of change in plans, direction, playing with maybe 3 in the back, or a different position of one of the players and bringing some extra power in midfield. That's what I expect then with bringing in Hudson Diaz. So to even put that power inside the midfield even more than what they were doing in first half already. But we need to see how this is going to be played out. And we see immediately press again from Delhi, Neroca dropping down. But these kind of first touches need to be better, and Chroma started pressing already again.
Well, tell you what I have seen is Pali Gagandeep has slotted in as a centre-back. He's got the height, he's got the physicality, but just to remind you, he has been playing as a striker for this team, and even for Minerva in their title-winning campaign. He scored a few crucial goals up front, coming on as a striker, and now he's playing centre-back here.
So those are indeed moments of tactical decisions, what you do as a coach. I've played with a striker as a centre-back before also, because maybe there's something that you see, or you don't have another proper in your mind centre-back in the back running around. But that can work good, but that also can go against you, because if you're a striker normally or a midfielder and you need to go and play on a position as a centre-back, there are some specifics that you need to know, and especially against someone as a Chroma, that can be a wrong choice.
It can be, but then, if I'm not mistaken, often he has played in this new role in the last few tournaments or friendlies which Delhi FC have played. So maybe he's just getting habituated with that role, and that is why Yan Law is trying to use him as a centre-back. But we'll see if that Campbell pays off. But one more thing which I noticed was whenever there's a ball down the flanks for Delhi, Kape is moving up in the box, which he wasn't doing in the first half. That is a soft free kick given in favor of Neroca.
And again, immediately the players of Delhi complaining with the referee, which they've been doing since conceding the goal. I think that they should be putting their energy more in putting that press even higher, letting that ball go around even quicker, because they are already pressing away in Neroca FC, but at the moment it is just not good enough inside the box, and they are wasting a lot of energy. I think even it's still going outside of the video here, because the linesman is on the pitch waiting and letting the players stop the game.
David Simbo plays it forward, and Pali with the header. Well done again by Bhupinder Singh. Shajal just tried to find Tangva. Talking about different roles, he has got a different role as well. Let's see if he can slot in in that hole just between the midfield and the striker, just connecting the two. And they want it back again. Shajal stopped by Pape.
Yeah, because he was doing a very good role inside midfield, doing a lot of meters, a lot of running, and now you're taking him away over there to put him as a striker. We need to see at the end if there is more opportunities going to get because of that decision for Delhi, and they are pressing again. One cross after the other, left and right cross, but Tangwa is, look how deep he comes even right now. So I think it is more that indeed he's playing in a attacking midfield position and run box to box and let Kroma up front. But it is a different role indeed, and it's someone in the midfield that you are missing to do these extra meters to close down the gaps.
Well, and that is where you want to have youth with quality in your side, and that is what Tangva is bringing. But just a correction of what I said a while ago, it wasn't Pape in the box. It's the player who has come on, Hudson Dice, who is waiting in the box there up front. Just adding that height, and that is why they know they have been delivering the balls from set pieces, from the flanks, but the conversion has been missing. And now maybe with Hudson coming in, that's a clever attempt and not well directed.
And you see already immediately Neroca again dropping down the tempo, trying to break that tempo of Delhi, but still a long way to go. 1-0 at the moment within the game. Long balls to nowhere, absolutely nowhere. We haven't really seen anything from Neroca in the second half yet. Delhi has the ball again, but as we've seen, you can have a lot of ball possession, high percentages, but there was only one shot at goal, and I don't really think that the statistics were completely correct there, because there has been more shots at goal, but the goalkeeper didn't have to save it because of all the flying bodies of Neroca in front of the ball.
There were 10 shots actually, or one on target, so maybe that was what they pointed, and all of those, of course, as you mentioned, was off target, apart from one or two chances. And then the FC still start the second half on a similar note. They keep attacking, and Husi Bapetia, he has come to the right hand side a bit. Of course, in the central midfield, he's moving around, but in the first half he was more to the left. And here come Delhi again. Just have to mention the player who has been taken off, Gaurav Rawat. He was in fiery goal scoring form, 3 goals in the last 2 matches for him. Couldn't score today. Another chance now. Nothing much there. He felt a push, he says.
No, I think indeed his control was a little bit offhand. Don't really think that you can blow for this action there. It's going down very quickly, but if his first touch would have been good and he knew he could have turned around the centre back, he would have not gone down.
Sometimes they do that knowingly. And Hudson trying to be used. He's won the physical duel straight away, and he's open on goal. The keeper just narrows the angle, but it could have found better options, Steve.
I don't think there was really better options. There was no one inside the box. Let's look at it again. He's completely alone there. There's no one on the box. There's no one on the penalty point. He couldn't pass it backwards. If there would have been an opportunity, indeed, it should have been a better option to pass. But he was completely alone there. You need to shoot that goal at that point.
Well, he was left with no other option, and that is why he had to opt for it. because the options didn't arrive. And Jose Babetia once again with the delivery, but this time not the best of ones. And Hudson is winning those duels right now, just trying to control it against David Simbo. Tough customer to deal with. A good referee to allow that on, and David Simbo, for the time being, has won it. Still going on. And that's an interesting battle, and now finally the flag will go up for the free kick.
Big duo against big players, one going on and against the other. In the beginning it was Hudson Diaz having that ball, then David Simba thought, I'll do the same thing with you, let me dribble left and right to see if you can take it back, and then he went down very smartly.
Well, indeed, just saw an arm just coming out, and whenever there is an arm and you go down, you know, most of the times the decision is going in your favor. These fans, the academy boys as well, just waiting. We've seen a number of local fans as well, apart from these boys on the other side today, and they've all come in to see and support Delhi FC to try and win this game. Here's Pepe. Just plays it back to Gurtej. Haven't seen too much of him. That's a risky pass. That's not really a great clearance. And now Nongkamba. Shajal will have it. Tarok for the first time in the second half here. You were mentioning those dribbles. Here's one more of it. And the right foot coming in play. Headed out for a throw-in.
Yeah, that's what I told him during the week when I saw him at our training ground. He comes off regularly. And we talk, of course, and I told him, you need today to make these attacking dribbles because it's your strength. And I'm very happy to see that. It was a good dribble again. Cross was not really 100%, but at least he's getting in these areas. And for Delhi FC, they are playing with very high fullbacks at the moment, playing with two defenders against Chroma and trying to run back whenever is possible. As you see again, fullbacks moving up. It is a risk that Delhi is taking. They are losing 1-0 and they need to go through this system to get a goal back inside this game.
They need it quickly. They haven't found that in the first 45 minutes, and so far in the 10 minutes in second half, they still haven't got it again. A good clearance there by Palvinder Singh. And there's one of those lads. He can be somewhat called a local here for this very venue, but he's playing for Neroca, the away side, and he has held his defensive shape and mind game so well so far. Gurtej. Oh, that's clever. Towards Barbosa, just a bit far away from him.
Wonderful pass indeed, but just a bit too far. Now that we have a little bit of a breathing time, let us look quickly at the next fixtures for Delhi. They are playing at home again against Churchill Brothers, and then they have 3 away matches, playing at Namdari, which will also be a home match, playing against Trinity Deakin, and then against Intakashi.
Here come Delhi FC again. Before all those fixtures, 3 points will just help them. And they have a free kick in their favor. A decision they would love from this zone. And it'll once again be Jose Pepetia walking in.
And if we quickly look at the other team, Neroca will be playing against Intakashi at home, Churchill Brothers away, Rajasthan at home, and Mohammedan away.
Tough, very tough for them as well. Now Jose Babetia with the free kick. A good looking one as well, missed by the keeper, Barbosa. And now a chance ballooned. Well, the captain could have been their hero. But there is a decision to be made. It probably is a free kick in favor of Neroca, or maybe nothing. It was shot wide anyway. Vaipal won 4 shots from him. And that was a mistake from Santosh Singh, who is down at the moment. But what a chance again.
And what a quality free kick again. We've been talking about these free kicks and corners. He knows where to put it exactly, where the danger areas are. And yes, we can say about a mistake of the goalkeeper, but if you have a person who can put it right on the dot, it always puts so much danger. And we just see a substitution being done here.
I would somewhat agree with that change. Pape didn't have much work to do there, the way Neroca are playing, but it's a bit of a risk taken, taking off your defensive midfielder, the strong and trendy one, and bringing on an aggressive change. The likes of Araldino comes on. The Brazilian coming up.
And Araldinho has scored some goals already in this I-League, so indeed it's maybe a bit of a risky move, but he knows where the goal is, so they are thinking, let us put some extra firepower up front. You see again, tall player also, big body, with these crosses and corners that are coming, as we are going to see here again. Let us have a look what just happened. Quality cross. Goalkeeper another 100%, light handball, but then a shot and nowhere.
But again, in that second chance from Barbosa, it was great defending by David Simbo. Barbosa tried to control and from behind, connects on the ball with that clearance, David Simbo. And the changes already come in. Josip Betia will play a little more central role with Araldino. And he rightly mentioned he's got some goal. Barbosa has two. And again, David Simbo, what a pillar he has been in the back today. 80% possession now for Delhi, but they're finding nothing past Neroca. Here's another chance, and again, good defending, but now Vinil, a block comes on the way of that shot, and the team who has conceded 17 goals denied to concede any more here with 80% possession for Delhi.
Yeah, we're starting to see Barca numbers. Barcelona has always had numbers like that in ball position, but it's just incredible that it's still 1-0 for Neroca, and Delhi is getting a lot of opportunities. We cannot say they're not creating. It's not just ball position. They are creating a lot of opportunities, but Neroca's defense is just a wall at the moment, throwing all their bodies in front, keeping that ball, and with, as you said, the pillar David Simbo at the moment.
He's being equally accompanied by Palvinder Singh too, and very impressive on the right full back, Safiul Rahman, who has come on. Haven't seen too much of him before personally, but he's doing his job right so far. So many chances, and well, as the gamble has been taken with Araldino, and look at the number of players in that front line right now. Almost all of them are moving forward except the back 2-3. And here's the man, Araldino. Can he make an impact? Just not the timing and not that one he was looking for. And he's a brave coach, as we said. He likes to experiment and change things when things are not going in his favor. So much experience, has been coaching for Minerva Punjab, and then went on to Mohammedan as well. A stint with Tekra Sudesh as well, and then Aizawl, went to the Nepal Super League, and then again Delhi FC, and again Aizawl, and now back at Delhi. Balwant with the long throw. It was David Simbo once again. Can he continue for 28 more minutes approximately? And that'll be big for Neroca.
And especially taking so much risk. Look at where the goalkeeper is. There will be one or two opportunities for Neroca. Quick counter-attacks with someone as Chroma. But first it's Delhi again with a... I thought better shot than this until I saw the ball ending up at the goalkeeper. But we see here 15 shots for Delhi, 6 for Neroca. I think that number of 1 has improved already. Shots on target. But as I was saying, with playing so offensively, there will be a moment for Chroma, and you need to be careful that you're not 2-0 down.
And especially for that void left by Pape, who has gone off in the midfield. But Delhi are just coming very, very aggressive. A bit of changes in players' positions as well, and that was a giveaway. And there's the shot again from Barbosa. We expect better from him. Not sure if it took a touch in between.
Yeah, I think it did indeed. It deflected a little bit, but I think it stopped the ball of his speed, because the moment he shot, we thought it was a wonderful shot, quite powerful, and it ended up like with a little bounce just in front of the goalkeeper. But we have another opportunity here, and what a quality save there. We've talked a couple of times about the goalkeeper not being 100% sure, but here he did what he's being paid for. Quality save there, first corner closed down, and that was also a quality shot. Let us not forget that.
Quality shot and a quality save. And the substitute, Araldino, trying to make impact. Jose Babetia, this time with more height in the box. And Safiul Rahman clears it. Still in the box though. And finally out by Kroma. And again a giveaway. And now Araldino, Babetia will have a chance for the second time to deliver. Twisting and turning. And now finally lobbed in the box. That's a poor ball, but once again, that save from Santosh Singh. Excellent goalkeeping. And at the start of the game, we'll look at that chance again. A very poor cross, but at the start of the game when we had our words exchanged with the head coach, he mentioned somebody's trying to put in a second choice keeper. I'm sure he'll make a claim after that save. Not sure if he should be the second choice. That's a great save, with no disrespect of course to the other players, just that he's performing well at the moment.
Yeah, did a very good save there. Could be a winner for the 3 points, but we also need to be honest, he had some moments which were not that quality full. So here is Delhi again. I'm sure that he will have another couple of shots fired at him, because Delhi keeps pressing forward. And Neroca is with almost all players. I think 10 of the 11 players are inside the box. Only Kroma stays up front. And as I keep saying, there will be one moment that Kroma will run, and they need to be very careful for it.
They need to be, and a bit of luck just not falling in favor of Delhi again. Good feed from Tangwa. And now Taro, can he make the run? Has Kid Brock to beat. He does well this time under pressure. And Neroca, they haven't kept a clean sheet yet in this season. Of course, before that as well, in the last few games they played before the season started, they do not have a clean sheet since a good while. But they're trying so hard for it. It'll be difficult still with so much time, and as time progresses, the more pressure will come from Delhi FC. And somewhere Neroca know as well in the counter. Maybe they need a goal from somewhere as well. One more moment then. Barbosa to the right. The fullback came up, and that'll run out of play off the corner flag for a throw-in.
And they're having enough opportunities against this one. Maybe just those 2-3 little percentages better, but the pressure stays high from Delhi FC. Neroca stays defending inside their box, and they need to be very careful for that amount of pressure which is boiling up.
They're still having possession, majority of it. Finil needed that exchange, didn't come, but now Barbosa, a clever flick, missed by everyone I believe, or did he take a touch? It is a goal kick, but Palwant and the substitute Hudson, they needed to make that run, they just stopped there.
Yeah, he was looking indeed to put it on that zone, but because the defender was still there, it was not that easy to do the run, and Balwinder Singh a little bit luckily misses the ball, but he was on the right position over there, and he now is staying on the floor after that moment.
Yeah, and as I was mentioning, the changes in personal positions, where Barbosa is playing on the right, Bhatia sometimes on the central spaces, while Vinal Pujari, who is playing as a right winger, is now very, very central as an attacking mid. Very different, and a lot of things going on in that Delhi FC movement and attack. If you can talk about that after a moment, maybe when you see that again.
No, but it's indeed, there is a lot of movement, and it's what I've been talking even in the first half. It's about triangles, finding spaces, getting that ball around, and that means that your players need to be running around a lot, because if you're standing still and you play that ball just from left to right, you're not getting in these spaces, you're not getting in these triangles. And it's something that the triangle in the middle, I'm talking about a middle triangle, is doing a lot. The attacking midfielders become defensive midfielders. We see the ball here with Kroma, and he was keeping it a little bit too long, but Tarok has the ball on his feet again, trying to find a solution on the left side here. 2 players inside the box.
Now Nongamba finds Kroma. Can he turn? He can. Can he shoot as well? He does, but just not the power generated. And that little bit is all he needs, Kroma. For the first time we saw him getting a pass in the box.
Yeah, and I know Chroma well enough. I can remember last year we played against him when we played in CFL in the Premier League. And at halftime, I did something like Delhi coach Jan Low is doing right now. But we were winning 5-0. Let us first see what is happening here. Chroma has the ball on his feet. Very dangerous around that box.
Nongamba. And now from the left, Rakesh with a grounded cross in. And that will be cleared away. But can Delhi FC go on the counter? Bali Gagandeep has come up. It is a free kick. We'll see the replay. But then again, back to you, Steve, about that match you played against Chroma and with the substitutions.
Yeah, so I thought I would be smart also. At halftime, we were fully winning 5-0. And I made a decision in taking off my whole defense, 4 defenders, almost at the same time. Why? To give opportunity on players to get some more experience. And Chroma was on the other side playing with Taliganj. And I don't know what suddenly happened, but we were winning 5-0. He scored 1, he scored a second, he scored a third. He shoots the ball, which everyone is still discussing if it was a goal or not a goal, because it ended up on the crossbar, went on the floor, over the line or not, but it could have been 5-4. And I remember especially the talk after the match with my president saying, Coach, what did you do there? Never do that again. So those are moments indeed where you know the quality that he has to finish opportunities. And this shot was not at 100%, but he will have one in the next 20 minutes. And that will be the careful moment for Delhi FC if they can't score earlier than that.
Well, you can afford to see the funny side of that because you had 5 goals on your bag to defend. But then that is something big, and that is the quality Chroma has. And that's a poor delivery though, but could have been a bit lucky for Delhi FC. And Araldino's touch. They're not having the best of days in front of goal, Delhi FC.
No, at the moment indeed they've had enough opportunities. They are pressing a lot. They are playing good football. If you look at the full quality from an outsider, quality football they are playing. But within the zone where it is the most important for a team, they are not delivering at the moment.
Now intercepted, and now they might have a break on. Not too many defenders back here. Rakesh with an intelligent pass, and that could have landed in his own goal, or has it? Oh well, just over. But thankfully, for a moment the fans had their heart in their mouth. Look at that. Not really convincing from Gurtej.
And as I said, there will be 1 or 2 moments in the next 20 minutes. Chroma was running open away from the defender. He tried to get to the one who scored today already, but it was almost an home goal over there.
So a change for Neroca as well. Lorembam David Singh has come on, but they have a corner, a corner. Nongamba is the one who has gone off. So it is a chance now with the left to deliver. And they have players, the likes of David Simbo and Chroma in the box. Simbo is there, missed by everyone. And now a chance in the box. It's 2 for Neroca. Goodness me. It's Balwinder Singh, who was defending for his life a moment ago and has now given more of a life to Neroca to relish this 2-0 cushion.
And what did I say, that there was going to be 2-3 opportunities for Neroca? 2 minutes later, opportunity, 2-0 for Neroca after a match where at the moment Delhi has had 80% of the ball position, maybe a bit less, maybe a bit more right now, but he was completely free, left alone. Look around how many defenders there are, no one is looking at him, controls that ball on the chest, turns around, puts it in the bottom corner, and Neroca winning 2-0, which was completely unexpected, I think, for everyone. But they are doing a very good move at the moment inside the league table, where Delhi is moving backwards.
And now another long ball. The substitute is on. The keeper is out as well. But question marks. Where was the defense from Delhi FC in that set piece moment? Naveen just heads it out, and David Singh immediately making impact. He was impressive as well in the previous game when he came on. David coming on for Nongamba, but What a massive lead that for Neroca with 17 minutes approximately remaining. And now they will have that cushion and confidence to play as well. They have something to defend now. One goal is always not safe.
And as we were talking at the beginning of the game, talking about Delhi moving up the league table and Neroca maybe playing for relegation at the moment, but Neroca, if it stays like this, has moved up to position 8 with 7 matches and 7 points, and Delhi has gone down to position 10 with 6 matches played and 7 points. So at the end, they are on equal numbers, around the same area, against each other. But this is not how they will be going to play for the title in I-League. There is a very long way to go, and they will have to change up things, because this is not any way they will get close to the teams as Mohammedan, who is playing up front, Trinity Deacon, who's got 16 points. It's becoming a tough league for Delhi FC also.
And now David being held by Jose Betia. And now Chroma is set free, but the flag will go up. And now the chances are coming, because Delhi FC have to go all out. They have no other option. Even if they want to draw, they have to score. And there's nothing to lose here now for Delhi. They have to go on express.
Yeah, it was one of these runs that I talked to you about. Chroma, who will have a moment like that. Maybe this was a little bit too early, but there will be one moment that he's gone, and if he can have that opportunity, also with Taruk doing these runs, he knows what to do. He's a little bit in a struggle against his one-on-one defender, but there will be a couple of moments on counter-attack from Neroca right now, and Delhi is in a situation they did not expect.
We did not expect, of course, Tarak there trying to execute a skill, just not getting it perfectly, but he has those tricks in his bag, we know. And Delhi FC, tell you what, for Delhi fans, this is not over yet. 15 minutes and additional time, good enough time with the chances they've created. We saw the possession stats, meanwhile 79% a moment ago, but they have to make sure they do not concede more, and one goal here before the 80th minute will still give them some hope moving forward. But they are right now at the back defending, and one back. Shuttlebug doesn't get a touch. Tangva brilliantly switched, and now David has players to aim for, and that's a goal. Well, David Simbo at the back defending, and David Singh up front scoring. It's 3-0 for Neroca, and no one expected that one going in, Steve.
And what a quality goal, top corner goal. Look at the smiles of the players after all the defeats that they've had in this competition already. A completely unexpected match here, but this is what happens sometimes in games. For them it will be a moment to build further, but let us see here first who is getting substituted.
Well, it is Kirik Mahesh Khosla is coming on. He's coming on for Kidbox, so another defender taken off. And along with him, Shupradeep Hazra has also come on. So that's 2 attacking changes with 13 minutes to go. And Neroca running fire here up front. Which Neroca is this, Steve? I do not remember them playing this way this season so far in 6 matches.
Yes and no, I don't really agree. They've been playing good matches. They've been having opportunities quite some times, but they couldn't finish it within the games. And right now, every ball that they've had goes in, gives them quality feeling. And as I told you, there will be some moments, and let us look at this ball again. Top corner, you can't put it better than that.
Well, that's
and
another one.
We are still talking, and it's 4-0 at the moment. Unbelievable.
You shoot and you score. That's how it is turning to be for Neroca. 4-0. What is going on? And it seems to be Aniket Pachal, is it? The substitute who has come on. We haven't seen those shots from Neroca before, and now it is coming on. And 4-0. That should be job done, except for tremendous drama or miracles. There's the shot again with the left. Again, no one expecting it.
And it's a ball that's comes from nowhere. Left foot shot. Again, in my eyes, goalkeeper should do better than what he did right now. But 4-0 here. Unbelievable scenes what we are seeing at the moment. Completely unexpected. But I can't keep saying this because it went from 0-1 to 0-4, where we were saying it was unexpected. But yeah, if you score these goals, it's all the work that you've been doing for 50 minutes, all the defensive work. And I told that there was going to be 1 or 2 attacking opportunities, but it's not 1 or 2 attacking opportunities, it's suddenly 4 goals and they're coming again.
It is more because, there's no time to talk right now. Another cross from David. Shajulbak will keep it in. And they have one more chance. Can they make it 5-0 here? That could be game over, really. It's still almost game over, we can say. Aniket touched it back. Neroca continue attacking now. It's a different story right now. David has surely impressed since coming on. And Rakesh with the cross again. Tangva was there. Still pressure on. Oh, one back. Tangva just a bit of confusion with Rakesh. But tell you what, that third goal just came from that little flick from Tangva Rukui from the center. And he passed it towards David, who got the shot out of nowhere again. And why we're saying unexpected, just to put a proof for that, Neroca have scored 5 goals in their first 6 games, and they're 4 already in this match.
Yeah, and it's what I'm worried a little bit in Delhi defense is there still any defenders left? Because with all the substitutions that we've done, I only saw Yan Lo talking of taking off defenders and putting on strikers. So I think there's only 1 or 2 real defenders left on the pitch. And of course you're going to get these counter-attacks coming. And it's like we've always said, Neroca is not a bad team. Maybe they had some bad luck in some moments. Maybe some other teams were better, which can happen. But Delhi has had enough opportunities, and maybe now...
Well, the upright comes in the way, and now the shot goes in. But that'll only be a consolation, but there's still time. Miracles are possible, but one step forward to the right direction from Delhi FC. It's 4-1, and the clean sheet is gone. That's a bit disappointing from Neroca's point of view. The Delhi fans will be happy. So no clean sheet still for Neroca, but 4 goals is massive again. The delivery from Bhatia, the upright on the way.
And it was first one on the post already. Kept focused. Good header on the post. Ball comes back. Keep that focus. 1-4. And saying it's not possible. I remember, I think it was in England's League 2, non-league football. 4-0. 10 minutes from the end. And they lost 5-4. So not possible. If now Delhi scores another one very quickly, maybe we see a miracle here, and Delhi is going to come and press because they're back over there again. Now it's everything forward, and who knows what kind of match we're going to see here.
That was Gimmick. He's got the free kick eventually through the legs of the defender, but tell you what, that is what makes football so interesting. You cannot switch off till the last minute of the game. You have to keep fighting. There's the chance again. The initial header off the post, and then Aroltino, is it?
The initial header, I think, was from the captain, and then it was Ronaldinho who scored.
It was him. He got his 4th goal of the season, and Bhatia again from a similar position. And David Simbo this time rises. This is so interesting. And Neroca, they've worked so hard for this 4-0. They do not want a late drama here, and they have to be composed, and that's a giveaway, and that's the danger. Chroma now. David, he has options, but he's offside.
Moment there where should have been smarter, especially it's 4-1. You don't have to run that quickly. You could have waited, but now Delhi is going to put a lot of pressure forward, and there's going to be big gaps behind the leftover defenders.
Well, still time for miracles, but we never know. It has been a surprise package today's game. One team attacking, creating chances, the other team scoring, and now after 80 they've pulled one back suddenly. The conversion was missing. Oh, another little moment. Tarak didn't make the run. Chroma was just a bit away from it. Well, that went out of play. It is a throw in, and they want these little decisions going in their favor now, Neroca. One positive is that they're not looking to waste time, at least so far. Even after they went up by 2 and then 3, they didn't look to sit back and waste time and just fall down on the ground. Very positive. They want to play today.
They've been a bit lucky during the game with all the opportunities that Delhi had inside the game. The bodies thrown in front of the ball. Sometimes you need to have that luck to win a game, but we still have another 6 minutes plus extra time. Everything depends on the ball that is coming inside the box right now. If they can make it 2, we can have a very exciting ending of the game.
It is always this man, Jose Babetia, who is making these deliveries so exciting. And this time just behind, but it'll still fall for them. And now lob forward, a free header coming in. It's 2. But there's drama left in this game. 6 goals already, 2 for Delhi. And 4 minutes, 2 goals. Argentino, 1 goal, 1 assist. He's turning on the game. They have to be careful now, Neroca. That's a warning call.
Does anyone dare to put his money on a 5-4? That would be a big win if you dare to do that right now. So, quality goal here. Again, with the same guy who started it. And now an assist of the substitution. 2-4. We can't blink or there's a goal. Right now, there's been loads of goals in this match.
Well, the problem is because Delhi FC are all out in attack, and Neroca are pushing up their fullbacks to attack as well and try and score more. They need to be a little intelligent here, where we call it game management. Just calm down, just leave Chroma front, just close down the game. You need to know how to shut down a game and take all 3 points home.
At 1-4, you shouldn't even put Chroma up front anymore. 1-4, the game should be finished. You can always concede 1 goal, but I still see 4-5 players up front. I see Delhi making the runs, and they are there again. Another opportunity. Is this 3-4? He would have wanted to do much better over there, because if that would have been 3-4 with 20 shots against 10 shots, that would have made the miracle closer and closer. This ball was just not good enough what he did there. But it was another opportunity because, again, like you said, Neroca is still attacking. Neroca is still trying to find a 5th goal, where on the other side they could just be defending, close down the gates, and they don't want to do this. They want to keep attacking here. So we are, as neutral supporters, as commentators, enjoying every second of this match, and that started in the first minute already with the opportunities that we saw. But I do not think that it's finished already.
Oh, it's end-to-end. Kivik Khosla now running wild here, Delhi. That's a very wild cross as well. Talking about running wild. 77% possession still. And now Petia, he can always deliver that ball in. And Arultino, he will keep it in. Another chipped ball forward. A touch from the keeper. And Kivik Khosla for the 2nd time. He could have really made it game on with 4-3. But this is some game here. What a finish. A grandstand finish waiting here, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's unbelievable misses, some of them. Quality bowling again of the guy who got substituted. A little bit of an action between 2 players. I don't think it's too bad over there. But another unbelievable miss. And this one was from Gurik Manesh Khosla, one of the other substitutes who should have just put the ball. Goalkeeper was on the floor. Be relaxed and put that ball in the corner. That would have been 3-4.
It is a story of missed chances here for Delhi FC. They've still managed to after Arultino has come on. Believe me or not, for anyone who has tuned in for these last few minutes, it was 4-0 for Neroca in 80 minutes. And then in the last 8 minutes, 2 goals from Delhi, 2 missed chances as well just a moment ago. And even Neroca, they were 1-0 up till the 70th minute or so, and then quickly 3 goals. So all happening in the final few 15-20 minutes of the game with that touch. It seemed like there was a little push on the keeper after that touch. But anyway, it is a goal kick for Delhi.
And it was a 4-0 with an 80% ball possession for Delhi. Let us not forget that. They were on 80%, which has dropped down a little bit to 77% right now. They created loads of opportunities, but it was 4-0, 2-4 right now. 2 more minutes to go plus extra time.
Clever pass, it is an own goal. Well, what is happening here? Oh, how could you do that? He's the man who scored a goal a while ago. And the bench is up on their feet now with 4-3.
I told everyone, put your money on a 5-4. I don't know for who, but put your money on a 5-4. Unbelievable scenes, what we are seeing here. Unbelievable moments. This must have been the most crazy match for I-League in a long time. Ball here being kicked on the face of...
It's not an own goal, it comes off Barbosa. The clearance of Barbosa, he's got his second. And they want additional time. A good chunk of it is what they were pointing because of these goals and celebrations moments. It is 9 minutes what we are hearing. And there's the board up. Well, Namdhari Stadium is up for an occasion here. And now they're clearing the ball. And now pressure is all on Neroca, I tell you what. Because possession is with Delhi. They've got 3 quick fire goals from 4-0 to 4-3 in just 10 minutes. And now Bhatia. I wouldn't be surprised if your prediction of a 5-4 comes true. Or even if it is a 4-4. This is a massive comeback from Delhi. If they make it possible, of course. We still have 9 massive minutes to play. Anything possible here.
If anyone would have written this script before the game, if anyone would have written this script at minute 70, another opportunity here.
Turning, and Hudson, he was trying, and Tangvarakui comes in the way, and that will be a free kick finally in favor of Neroca. They need to be smart with their game, which they haven't been, and that is the issue. And Tangva will now finally stay down for a moment. But then even after all these moments, all these aggressive attacking moments, one guy who has silently walked now earned a free kick. Tangvarakui, how about him, this youngster I was talking about since the last game, and there's some more issues here for the referee to deal with. Getting a bit heated up here.
Yeah, we've seen some pushes between David Simbo and Gurtec right now, because Delhi wants to put the game forward, of course. It's 3-4, and Neroca, you were talking not long ago about not wasting time. I'm not saying that this is a moment of wasting time, but they will try to put the time a little bit down. And in the meantime, Kroma has received the yellow card apparently.
Well, Tangvarakui, I'm not sure if he wants to go off. He's clutching his shoulder though. He'll hopefully come back after a moment. I do not think taking him off at this point will be a great decision because we already have made so many changes. We don't want more new faces to come in. It is a new face, but it's a different player who is coming on. It's 2 changes rather. One of them is Rohit Mitei. Oh, surprising. Will not be able to believe it if Delhi FC make a comeback from 4-0 down at 80 minutes. So one of them is Tarak Hembram going off and Rohit Mitei coming on, a defender brought in. Finally they are going defensive. And Tangvarakui has indeed been taken off for another defender, Shurajit Sheel. So 2 defenders added, but is that a good decision? Not always. A defensive change means it's adding solidity. It's also adding on a bit of combination errors along with that. And they will hope it's not the case. But if Neroca can score 1 here, that might be more surprising.
Yeah, but I think with bringing in 2 extra defenders, now they're going to completely drop down as we see already happening. So they're inviting Delhi to bring in these crosses, to bring in these opportunities. And I do not know indeed if this is the right moment to do that. They should have done this with 4-0. 4-0, maybe even with 4-1, you bring in an extra defender, you block down everything. but Delhi will keep coming to press and will try to score another goal here. With another cross coming, and a goalkeeper again not at 100%, but the captain is there as a pillar, David Simba.
Hudson. Now Balwant, they're all believing, the crowd backing them. And now Hudson, still looking for options. Jose Babetia. And they need to defend for their lives now, Neroca. They do not want this opportunity to slip, but Kirik Khosla delivers, and that's again poor Kirik is doing the first bit of work fine. But then the cross and the shooting is just missing. He's got 3 opportunities now. Twice with the cross, 1 in front of goal.
Should have done that better there, and everyone will think about that. And we see now that more people on the bench of Delhi FC are coaching.
And that was Surinder Singh, the technical director of Delhi FC. Up and vocal, he knows some of coaching too. Of course, not some, more than some, but he's the technical director for the team right now. And he's just showering on his instruction. Bali with a delicate ball towards Bhatia, gets it back, and Bhatia shot safely collected. Nervous moments for the keeper too, I'm sure. Santosh Singh, he had no clue about the last few goals. And now Bhatia's shot, he had to be in place, the right place.
Quality 1-2 there before the shot. And now we are looking at a long ball direction. Chroma up front. But it's again Delhi who is moving up. And I'm convinced that there will be a quality movement here. And again, he makes the wrong choice there. He's done some good work since he came on. But the last ones are just not good enough.
And it's again him, Kirik Khosla is getting into the positions, running with the ball past the defenders. Just that final bit of quality lacking from Kirik Khosla. So the substitutions, the gamble is working in favor of Rian Law, and that is why he's been given the duties to lead this Delhi FC side. He knows how to make use of his resources. Just the opposite of what Trav done. David is trying a skill out, and not really the right moment to do that in this situation. I just hoped he would get the better. And now Delhi FC have a chance. Bali Gagandeep came on as a centre back, now creating few chances. The flick, Balwant, he can shoot, and good defending again, but still with Delhi. Another cross from Araldino, spilled by the keeper, and well, hand-in-mouth moments. Araldino shot again wide of target. And how many chances have they got there? You see, just when I ask her, there's the answers. 25 shots from Delhi FC.
What an opportunity again over there, but also again, what a miss of the goalkeeper. Came out, knocked the ball in the middle of the pitch, where he should have taken it in his hands, or at least pushes it direction the wings of the pitch. He's done 1 or 2 quality saves, but he has not really convinced me at 100% what exactly to do.
Well, there's some more issues. The player is all right and just taking some water, while the support staff just wanted to pull him up on the stretcher. Well, not of course as funny as we are thinking it is. It is very serious at the moment, because they know how difficult it is for them to handle the pressure from Delhi FC, and so much pressure that they've leaked through. Even Mr. Ranjit Bajaj is up on his feet now.
Yeah, indeed, 2 of the big men of Minerva and Delhi FC are both trying to help their team right now, which they will need every help necessary for the last couple of minutes here. The last 1 minute and a little bit. I'm sure there's a little bit of extra time coming in for all the wasted time that they did in the extra time, so maybe we're on for another 2 minutes.
They will have the chances now. Chroma was offside, but he just leaves it. Navin Kumar, he has to launch it long. But had Navin Kumar been on his top game, they wouldn't really have conceded so many goals. But here's another chance. Barbosa just controlling. Bali Gagandeep gives it away. And now David. And now they have to be a bit more careful. That's better from Neroca. Just plays it back. And the clearance could have had more direction on it, Steve.
Yeah, yes and no. It's a one-on-one situation there. At the moment, it's knocking the ball away, trying to waste time, that the ball doesn't end up anywhere in the feet of Delhi. But right now, it's the last couple of seconds of the game. We need to see what exactly is going to be added on this extra time.
The referees will feel the home pressure as well when the 9 minutes are up. It is up, but of course at least 30 more seconds or maybe a minute more will be added because there were a few injuries in that. Tangwa went down, the centre back went down. Wouldn't be surprised to see it running, as you said, 2 more minutes, maybe 10th or 11th minute, but only the referee knows about that. But right now it is Delhi FC who will keep attacking. What happened on the other side, we'll have to find out. There might be another player down. Can hear a few calls for indirect free kick. I'm sure that's absurd, but there's some more issues here. Play already started, I believe, and went back to that end. But it is an indirect free kick, is it? What happened on that side of the pitch?
My opinion then, I think, is he had a ball in his hands when it was just outside the line, and there is a free kick given for Delhi. You cannot put it closer to the 16-yard than this one, and this is a lot of controversy in the last minute of the extra time with a quality taker for Delhi FC, and these are moments that we did not expect.
What is even going on? We'll wait for this chance. Sure, Jose Betia has the quality to shoot from there. It's always difficult. It's inside the box just. It is it? It seems like that the ball is, at least for now, just lying there. And we'll wait to find out what it is. I really didn't see anything. Complaints. Yellow card is out. Furious complaints.
Unbelievable moments here. No one expected that this would happen after 4-0. But Delhi FC here has a big opportunity to score the equalizer, and the ball is still inside the box for a free kick, which is not possible. Or at least we have missed something where they would get a free kick inside the box.
Well, that has to be the case, Steve, because we have indeed missed something. The action was on the other end, and here it is, an indirect free kick inside the box. And what a chance. But then just to remind you of the rules, you cannot directly shoot from that. There has to be a touch from a supporting player, and the wall is ready. Well, 11 minutes into additional time, of course, because of all this drama. And Jose Betia and Sergio Barbosa, and the Delhi bench on their feet. Is it a miraculous comeback on the cards? There's Shupradeep Hasdra as well. Might be the last kick of the game as well. And still some issues for the referee to deal with, Akash Kumar Mehta. And now the moment, Neroca. They are nervous.
I can guarantee you, if this is goal, it's not the last kick of the goal yet. Guaranteed, this story of the 5-4 is still on the hands.
Oh, well, you're rooting for that 5-4 really from a long time now.
At the end, this is what you want to see, no? If a match like this, with all the twists that we've seen right now, see at the free kick here. But it was saved.
Well, that chance was blocked from Jose Betia. And they want the game to continue. Kirik with the throw, quickly taken. Neroca need to regroup here. And Kirik again with the cross. It's towards the keeper this time. Over the roof. And wouldn't have been surprised the way the game is going on if that creeped in too.
Very difficult cross here, but just a bit too far. And now we are already 4 minutes over a 9-minute extra time. I think the next kick will be the end of the game.
Well, that probably will be a few seconds wasted in that injury stoppages, maybe 30 odd seconds, and then now in this controversy. But the game goes on for the time being. 4 yellow cards coming out. Well, not exactly in that occasion, but a few in that moment too. And Delhi FC keep moving forward. Neroca, they need to calm down. They need to hold it on. And there goes the final whistle. Finally, after all the drama, even after so much additional time, over 26-27 shots, Neroca hold on to find their second win of the season. And the drama continues in the I-League as now Neroca rise above Delhi FC, and that is why it was such an intriguing clash to watch. 3 full points, 4 goals scored for Neroca and 3 for Delhi FC. A 7-goal thriller here in the Namdhari Stadium.
Unbelievable scenes here for a match that has gone over 100 minutes with goals on both sides. As you said, 7 goals, 4-0 up, 1-0 up until around the 70th minute, 4-0 up, and still making it 3-4 with loads of opportunities for Delhi to score an extra goal and the equalizer. But of course Neroca goes up to 7 points right now. And let us look at these statistics here.
This is massive from Delhi FC. 77% possession, 26 shots, most of which were not on target initially. And then in the second half, rather in the last 10 minutes, finally 10 shots on target in total. Neroca though with 23% possession, 10 shots out of which 7 on target. That's a great ratio to hit on target. There's the 26 shots mapped. 5 from Barbosa, Balwant with 4 attempts, most of which are off target. Araltino ran the show since coming on. 1 assist, 1 goal. Korov with 2 shots as well. Kirik Khosla, his attempts were well wide. Otherwise, this could have been more than 4-3, of course. More than 5-3 too. And 10 shots from Neroca. Balwinder with 2. David Simbo with 2. Balwinder got a goal. Tang Farakui with 2, 1 goal, 1 miss, but he's got assist as well. Aniket with 1 shot and a goal from out of the box. Bogdan with that early attempt, and Chroma inside the box with a rare glimpse.
And this is how you see that the game is never finished, even when we thought after 70-75 minutes match is done. We end up with 3-4, and here we see the fouls: 7 for Delhi, 2 for Barbosa, 2 for Hudson, 1 for Araldinho, 1 for Buppi. And then we see the fouls here for Neroca, 9 in total, 2 for Meiti, 2 for Sajal, 2 for Simbo, 1 for Balwinder, 1 for Bogdan and 1 for Mahaman.
Well, with that indirect free kick in the last moment could have been the difference. I would have loved to at least see a glimpse of what exactly happened there. But maybe we'll have discussions and talks after that from people out there in the ground to just know. Very interesting, because at that moment, if they scored, could have been all square, and 3 crucial points for Neroca could have been gone. But what a performance from Delhi FC, and taking nothing away from the chances they created from first minute. It doesn't matter what happened outside play, but in play they created some beautiful chances, and those movements and triangles you say it, Steve. We'll have a look at the highlights.
It started very, very early here already, when an opportunity that was saved on the line. Then we had Delhi with a couple of open opportunities, headers, shots, all good crosses, which was part of the game for the full 90 minutes, but they couldn't finish it. Went against them through Neroca, as we see here, quite a few opportunities for, but this was the first goal of the match, the opening one, which stood for a very, very long time, even if we thought that there was equalizing moments. But what 90 minutes have we seen?
Really, especially the ending was so entertaining. We say that when Delhi were attacking one-sidedly, down by 1 goal, we were like, we do not have much time to talk. But in the ending stages, there was no time to even breathe there. It was end-to-end stuff eventually. And 4 goals from Neroca coming in the second half. Those were quick-fire goals. And these are the chances for Delhi in the first half. Good stage with so many. And Balwant and even Barbosa got a few chances. And then the centre-back, Alaeldin, who was taken off latter. he had his opportunities too, and Jose Bapetia always with those deliveries.
And then we were getting close to the second half. First, a couple of these very, very dangerous throw-ins here of Delhi. Last opportunities here of the first half. A little bit of a shot of Bogdan, but the wrong decision there. Taruk with a good pass, but the goal scorer missed it. It was still 1-0 at that time. Good defending there, even if he was a little bit late. And we kept going up and down, with especially Delhi having the opportunities. A light shout out for a penalty here, but no chances or no goals at that moment.
But the substitutes really came on and made an impact for Delhi. One constant in the first half and second half, this man on his screen with the number 90, Jose Bapetia. That is why he's got the quality. He's won the I-League as well. We mentioned before the game while discussing. And this save, I thought that this would be the difference with that save. It was still 1-0 at that point. Who would have thought so many goals coming on after that? Continuous chances. And that too, those goals from Neroca. Most of the people were thinking Delhi would score them. But then this was Chroma on the turn and shooting. But right after that, right after a few seconds, it was this moment from the centre-back. Rising Balwinder Singh scoring, and after that the gates almost opened. A little flick from Tangva towards David, a good finisher. Well, he went for goal, did he? Or was he looking for a cross there?
Fully went for goal, and a minute later, with us seeing it even, it was suddenly 4-0. Match closed, match finished. That's what everyone would think now. That's what we were thinking. And suddenly we came in the last couple of minutes of the game, and who knew what was going to happen there, with another 3 goals of Delhi FC, and that ended up with goals in the 81st, 85th and 90th minute.
There were 3 more goals coming on there, and that was when a comeback, a miraculous one, was up for grabs for Delhi FC. And there were more chances, and this was a bit of luck going in favour. It was a their moment then.
This was the 3rd goal already, and this is where we completely talked about a comeback.
Well, and that is it from match number 40 in the I-League at full time. After all drama and all action, it's Delhi FC 3 and Neroca FC 4. Thank you for tuning in. Hope to see you again soon in one more exciting match of the I-League.